Wrath of the Lich King wasn't just a great expansion, it was peak atmosphere in WoW. And with player housing on the horizon, I think Blizzard needs to bring back some of that Wrath magic. Today we'll be counting down 10 things they need to pull straight from Northrend into our homes in Azeroth. Hey guys, welcome to the inaugural video on WoW Cribs. This channel will be starting off with news and discussion videos about WoW housing. But once housing launches, it's going to be all about showcasing the best player creations in Azeroth. Think of it like MTV Cribs, but with mage towers, castles, and cozy taverns. We'll still cover housing news and updates. If you ever have a home you'd like featured, let us know. At number 10, we have the Elephant Tusk wall mount. These massive tusks, inspired by Northrend's mammoths and tundra beasts, would make an incredible piece of wall decor for any hunter's lodge or rugged-themed home. If you've ever visited the Horde Inn in Dalaran, just north of Cross's Landing, you've seen a perfect example. A huge set of tusks mounted above the doorway. The scale of the display is striking and instantly gives the space a wild trophy hunter feel. Blizzard confirming that we'll be able to resize housing items. Possibilities here are exciting. You could have a small plaque for subtle decoration or an enormous jaw-dropping centerpiece over the hearth. And that's just the start. Imagine being able to mount different creatures, trophies from across Azeroth. Legendary beasts like Loken or even Andasta could one day grace our walls. For me, the classic Northern Mammoth Tusk would be the perfect way to kick things off. At number 9, we have starlight curtains. Not just any curtains, but the ones patterned in the style of Alkalon the Observer and the cosmic motifs found on certain mounts, toys, pets, and even weapons. Picture translucent drapes that shimmer with the soft night sky effect, scattered with faint constellations. I imagine this feature working a lot like transmog or customization. You could pick from a range of fabric styles and magical effects, with starlights being one of the available options. I wouldn't want my entire home to be drenched in starlight theme. Well, maybe I would. A full-on starlight house could be amazing in its own right. Still, having a touch of it, like these elegant curtains framing a window, would be the perfect accent for any room. At number 8, we have the canopy bed. You will find this elegant bed inside the Ledgermain Lounge in Dalaran on the second floor. While Azeroth already has plenty of standard beds, canopy beds are far more rare, and for a Northern-inspired home, this one fits the fantasy perfectly. The rich fabric's ornate frame and draped canopy give it a cozy yet regal vibe, making it the perfect place for a princess or a well-traveled adventurer to get some rest. Beds are almost certainly going to be a part of playing housing, but we need something a little bit more ornate and decorative, and it would be a fantastic addition for those who want to capture the atmosphere of the specific region. At number 7, we have potions and oddity tables. These scattered, cluttered tables can be found all over Azeroth, in undead-infested areas of Northrend especially. They're absolutely packed with personality. Bubbling flasks, strange scrolls, bones, candles, and mysterious artifacts, and all kinds of other weird, analogous stuff. This kind of detail makes the space feel lived in or experimented in. Honestly, I think we need all of the miscellaneous odds and ends for individual housing items. Wrath of the Lich King is full of this stuff. Weird potions, animal parts, body parts. Imagine setting up your own little mad scientist corner, especially if we get to include iconic pieces like Professor Futureside's unstable concoctions. I mean, who wouldn't love to have that setup that he's got? It's like the most elite setup. At number 6, this one's a little bit different. We have aquarium windows. Think of the massive windows in Maker's Perch in Shalzar Basin, a view that looks straight into the underwater world. Aquariums are cool on their own, but windows that double as aquariums take it to another level. Now imagine dedicating an entire room of your home to be a giant aquarium space, where the walls themselves are living displays of aquatic life. You could stock it with fish you've caught, rare underwater creatures you've battled, or even smaller versions of iconic sea enemies from Azeroth. It's a perfect blend of decorating and personal achievement, and it'll make for one of the most unique room designs in WoW housing. Next up at number 5, one of my favorites, stained glass windows. Now we already know we're going to have a ton of different windows. These ones as light sources could really make your house pop. I wonder if you'll be able to see it from the front in retrospect. These towering works of art are scattered all throughout Alduar, and they're some of the most striking architectural details in Wrath. Whether depicting legendary heroes or fearsome villains or just cosmic weird mishmash patterns, they feel majestic and almost otherworldly. Exactly the kind of feature that could turn an ordinary home into something truly awe-inspiring. I think they should absolutely be an option for player housing windows. They could even be tied to a special reward system, like earning Alduar meta achievements, or perhaps correct collecting the individual, or perhaps even collecting individual fragments and restoring them as part of a housing quest line. That might be really cool, or getting like gems for them. Just imagine walking into a grand hall in your home and seeing light streaming through a giant pane of colored glass, casting patterns across the floor. It's dramatic, it's beautiful. It's one of those wrath details I'm personally hoping makes it the cut in housing right from the start. At number 4, we have floor maps. Found in Utgard Keep. This massive map set right into the floor is one of those little details that oozes atmosphere. For housing, it could be perfect as a battle table centerpiece or even a large rug design. It's the kind of item that instantly gives a war room vibe, perfect for a commander's quarters or military themed home. Imagine surrounding it with chairs, banners, or weapon rack to create the ultimate strategy space for your guild or roleplay group. It's a small touch, but one that adds a ton of flavor. And for those who love the idea of running their own command post, it's a must-have. At number 3, perhaps one of my favorite things that is like not a piece of like furniture, more of an offset thing, is planetary projections. These holographic style displays are scattered throughout Titan raids and dungeons in Wrath, often floating above pedestals and shimmering light. My personal favorite is projection of Azeroth itself. Now we'd have to like change it up, to add in the like new areas. This one doesn't have them. It's a perfect blend of magic and science. It feels right at home in an Azeroth Titan inspired setting. Something I personally would love to do, seeing as Aldebar is one of my favorite raids. And I've been claiming forever that we're going to re-originate the planet. For player housing, these would be amazing decorative pieces. They already exist in multiple sizes in the game. An Azeroth model would need the update, like I said, but it could be like based on maybe you have to go get all the explored achievements, something like that would be really cool. I'd love to have a smaller version as a reading nook centerpiece sitting right next to an armchair. Something that gives like atmosphere and lore to the room. Whether you're on Azeroth or Draenor or even Ogres, you could throw all those different planetary projections like on a separate globe. I just think it would be a perfect addition to a house. At number 2, we have Loken's Throne. Now originally, I thought the Frozen Throne would be automatic ultimate seating piece for player housing. Let's be honest, it's really not a great fit for a home. It looks kind of, just bland. Loken's Throne, on the other hand, is exactly what I'd want. Found in the Halls of Lightning, this throne combines a majestic starlight effect that I'm super a fan of, with the circulatory ring motifs that we've seen in both Titan graphics and major Azeroth cinematics, possibly surrounding Azeroth. It feels grand, majestic, perfectly balanced between comfort and power, the kind of seat you'd expect in the private chambers of a ruler or a master mage. It's not just a chair, it's a statement piece, one that fits seamlessly into a wide variety of housing items, from Titan halls to arcane sanctuaries. Now the big dog. The one, the only thing you knew was coming, number 1, Frostmourne. The most iconic weapon in all of Wrath of Lich King, possibly all of World of Warcraft, and one of the most legendary blades in all of pop culture history. This is a piece that absolutely deserves to be a center place in player housing. It could be displayed floating in midair like it appears in halls, reflection, or probably mounted on a wall or placed in the center of a grand table or war map, stabbed through the center of it. With the flexibility Blizzard has shown us for item placement, the possibilities are endless. Every item on the list would be amazing to have, but Frostmourne feels like a must-have. And for Wrath fans, it's not just decoration, it's history. Well guys, that's my list of 10 things from Wrath that need to be in player housing at launch. What expansion should we pull items from next? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you next time.